for the home opener in Las Vegas. The Raiders play a team that's won 7 times in their past 8 matchups. It's the Dolphins taking on the Silver and Black. Next on EA Sports.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The Dolphins ready to go to work on offense, led by their 2nd-year quarterback out of Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
3-3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Gotta get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good 1st step right there.
So on 4th down, the Dolphins' new punter for 2021, Michael Pilardi, on to punt. Devontae Smith deep to return. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. Leading him out in his 2nd season from Oklahoma by way of Alabama, it's Jalen Hurts.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 19 carries, 105 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Oh, the sneak, it's Hurts.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 39, Hurts. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Henry Ruggs. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very 1st quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it winds up at 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the...
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
After the sack on 1st down, Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Tua on the bootleg here. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 30 big ones.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Myles Gaskin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a Myles Gaskin touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10, Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. As they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
A nice substantial run there by Gaskin, who was the Dolphins' leading rusher in 2020. 584 total yards in just 7 starts and got stronger as the season went on. Not bad for a 7th-round pick in 2019. He was drafted number 234 overall that season.
Tua now on 1st down. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second down at 5. A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
This is Gaskin on the carry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. He said the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Carlson down to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Myles Gaskin and the rest of the Dolphin offense ready to get back to work here. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
We saw this jumping jack make steady improvement his first 3 years in Miami. And he topped it off with 53 catches last year, career high. Now this fourth season, I expect his numbers to continue to rise.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 32.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Corey Littleton in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They run the counter. Brown. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. The kick by Sanders is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Completes this out left to Ruggs. Touchdown, Raiders! Henry Ruggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again on offense, here's Devontae Parker now. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Man, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. To it is Alabama teammate Waddle. First down, Miami. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Tua now on first down. Now a short one to Gesicki. A gain of 6 there on first. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. From the 40 now on second down. Tua, that's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll start up in the Mile High City, an AFC matchup between New York and Denver. And that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Deshaun Watson, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were losers in that one to the visiting L.A. Chargers. Justin Herbert leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Miami in that first half. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Steelers, and they lead this one as well as they start here 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts going to take this himself. There's a nice move, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. Well, I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Drake. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hurts. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Touchdown! Jerry Judy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Jalen Hurts, not a terribly big fella at 6'1", but his arms got plenty of life to it. And that was a thing of beauty there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that wound up traveling an even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Carlson down to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it winds up at 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Another example right there of why quarterbacks get nervous when Yannick Ngakoue is getting ready to rush them. 37.5 sacks in 4 seasons in Jacksonville. But last year, he split time between Minnesota and Baltimore and put together 8 sacks. Then he signed with the Raiders back in March.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Gaskin. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Two and now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fuller. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Yannick Ngakoue picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And this is caught, that they say, out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll run on first down. Drake. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Flushed out right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Jacobs. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Jacobs again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, it almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua on the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Dolphins on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Tua. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Over the middle, complete. That's Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here we go on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped him 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me, with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
On first down, Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They'll come up now on second and a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a carry for Jacobs. 57 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll drop to throw. Able to find Warner. That's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it winds up at 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Miami set to take over.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And
the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Max Crosby able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you use the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 20. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Max Crosby dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So take away the touchdown. It's kind of been one of those games for these guys.
I think it's safe to say that that type of a play just added to their misery, right?
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Miami. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.